Hi everyone, we'll be beginning in 2 minutes. Guys, just give me a minute. We'll be beginning. Yeah, we're good to go. So, if you are not getting the usual quality, I'm sorry because I'm not using my usual machine today due to some power issues. I'm doing it from a laptop today. So, please bear with me for the quality if there are any issues. So, let's begin. So, what we are seeing today is a very strong breadth in the market. As you can see, 42 of the Nifty 50 stocks are positive, and 401 of the Nifty 500 stocks are positive. So for every falling stock, there are four more stocks that are positive. And if I talk about a broader index like Nifty Total Market, which consists of 750 stocks, within that also 605 stocks are positive today. So the breadth is looking pretty good. The weaker indices for the day are only the pharma and healthcare, while all others are very strong. The reality being the strongest, which is up about 4.5%. Let me look at that through the heat map. So yeah, as you can see, uh, the reality sector stocks are at top today, with stocks gaining equal to or more than 5%. Many stocks are there like Prestige, Soba, Godrej Properties, DLF, etc. So this sector is exhibiting a lot of strength in the very short term. And if even if we look at the charts of this index, you will see from a couple of days it was not falling at all and trying to hold above the averages. So we'll come to the charts. First, let's take a look if there is any change on the sentiment or on the broader breadth of the market. So, from sentiment point of view, we are still trying to get out of the oversold zone. There is not much change. FI longs percentage are still below the 30% mark. If we talk about the numbers, then still they are very close to 90,000 short contracts. And if we look at the swing, which has been oscillating a lot. It's up and down, and again today it's up to 56. So it's better to look at a average swing for a clear indication, which is a smoother version of the same. And as you can see, it is making higher highs and higher lows, uh, telling us that market is slowly gaining momentum. If I talk about the put call ratio, that is the 9-day OIPCR, that also is still compressed in the oversold zone. As you can see, once it starts picking up from here, that is when you get the strong momentum in the up move. So we're still waiting for that momentum. uh, Jayant is asking, can strike display free float data of sectors individual stocks? I'm not sure about this one. I'll have to check. Most likely I don't think NSE provides a real time free float data, so we'll have to check this one. Another interesting thing that I noticed yesterday was the 20-day advanced decline ratio has come very close to the lower end, which is mostly treated as a oversold zone in the bull markets. So as you can see, if I just zoom in the chart, then you can see post 2020, whenever we have come near this first orange line, that is where it has bottomed and market has picked up speed. So all this while, uh, we weren't able to push the advanced decline ratio to the lower end, but due to last few days correction, it has actually pulled down and came very close to this line. Even though today the breadth is extremely strong, but since this is average, it can still touch this line even if we get a flat day or two. So this is a important data point in my view, so that once you touch this oversold zone, that is from where it can again pick up. So the breadth cycle can be, complete, and it can be looked at as a cycle. So that is on the sentiment indicators. In terms of breadth, I would like to look at diffusion indicators. So more stocks are crossing their 20-day averages. Even with the RMI bullish signals, yesterday we were at 20, today we are at 34, which means seven more stocks in Nifty are giving RMI buy today. So we'll look at that with the help of scans as well. Um, if I look at net new month highs, so we have stopped making net new lows. That is new 1 month lows. If we compare with new 1 month highs, then on a net basis, we are now, starting to reduce the number like this. So with that, let me go to the charts of all key indices and try to look at that. So Nifty is gaining momentum in today's session. It actually got protected at this gap zone that we were talking about yesterday. So this gap zone did hold. One second. Yeah. So this gap zone did hold and give the support to market, and it's actually crossing this high. So giving one more confirmation. Next level would be the 20-day average, which would be a resistance that is at 19,770. So let me go to the Rohit setup to have a look at this. So as I was discussing yesterday as well, the only factor in favor was Dow trend, and it was oscillating around 40-day. As of now, it looks like 40-day average will be crossed convincingly today. The only things left on the daily chart would be the 20-day average that I already told at 19,770, and the daily RMI, which is now very well set up to cross to the bullish side, but it's not yet there. So it can cross today itself if the market pushes further up, or it will happen tomorrow. Based on the hourly setup, yesterday we noticed this gap zone was providing a support, and the hourly indicator has confirmed with a bullish crossover in today's session, along accompanied with the higher high on the hourly chart and crossing both the hourly averages. So hourly chart looks pretty good. On the daily chart, still two more factors are pending to confirm this. Talking about Bank Nifty, it looked weaker because it made a lower low here. Did not get accompanied with Nifty, but right now today's session it is also gaining good momentum. So just a second. Yeah. So one positive factor that is happening today, as you can see, this green arrow tells us the Dow trend is turning bullish for the Bank Nifty. No other confirmation yet. So this is the first factor that is beginning to look good for the Bank Nifty. Abhishek is asking for Prestige and IRFC. Yes, please stay tuned till the end. I will be taking all stock queries. First, few things that are on radar is to look at the chart of Nifty reality. Post that, we can scan some stocks and even look at the user queries for stocks. Okay. So what I was telling about this index is that if you look very closely, then it had not been breaking the 40-day average or the lower Bollinger Band. It's basically trending and trending. And even 2 days back, you could see that it had not broken 40-day and then crossed over above the 20-day average, as well as gave an RMI bullish signal. So that is how a simple thing can help you catch various moves in sectors. So as of now, I think it is one of the strongest sectors which has already crossed previous highs and has a lot of strength. So this is where one should be looking at. As you can see here, it had given a bullish cross along with Dow trend turning up and crossing above 20-day average on 6th of October only. So all these things have come on 6th, that is on this candle, and it consolidated for yesterday, and then again today it's breaking out. So this as you can see, even though yesterday overall market was weak, this index corrected only 0.8%, which is a another strong factor from relative strength point of view. So let's just look at if there are any key support resistances based on the options data. So Nifty, the 19600 is now a good support, and the put side is visually looking very heavy than the call side. So next major resistance is at the current level, that is 19700. So once crossed, we can look at 19800 maybe. For the bank Nifty, so for bank Nifty, expiry is tomorrow, that is 11th, because of Wednesday expiry, and the here also put side is looking heavy, and 44,500 has a good amount of call OI, and current levels are 44,400 something. So still below 44,500 at least in spot. So 44,500, if it's taken out decisively, then we can look for further continuation in the bank Nifty index. So let me first go to the scans, and then only I'll be picking up individual stock queries. So firstly, Dow Trend Scanner. Let us look at indices as well as FNO basket. I'm selecting up to down and down to up to see both kinds of reversals. So in whole of the list, you can see only one up to down and all other are down to up signals. So that is telling us that the trend is turning up. So important names that I'm seeing here, let me just look at indices for now. So as you can see, many indices are actually giving a downtrend reversal, including Bank Nifty, Nifty Auto, Nifty Commodities, Energy, Infrastructure, IT, and a lot of indices are giving a downtrend reversal in today's session. So this is a uh, very clear confirmation of the market's trend. So let me look at the RMI scanner as well. So three indices are actually hinting at a new buy signal. One is Nifty IT, another sorry, the first one is FMCG, another one is Nifty IT, and then is Nifty MNC. So let us also select the basket here. So only two new sell signals, a lot more are just new buy signals. So you need to look into each one, whichever fits your criteria. So many are looking clear to me as well. Many big names are also visible today in this list, including banks. Yeah. So I'll begin looking at individual charts. Uh, so firstly, for all of you who are not using Strike as of now for their analysis, please log on to web.strike.money so that you can make use of all of these tools. Now, let me take queries one by one. If you have any query, you can post. So Abhishek has messaged for Prestige and IRFC. So I'm going to the Rohit setup screen directly and switching over to the monthly chart to get a top-down view. So what you can see here is it took support at the monthly lower band and crossed above the 20-month average, and eventually also got confirmed by the RMI. So since then it has been a larger uptrend. Now you can drill down to various time frames to get a view. So what you can see on the weekly is it crossed over to the bullish side here in April, and ever since it has been extending on the 20-week average. So even though here you are seeing RMI whipsawing a little, but the 20-week average is not getting broken out. So this is a um, good setup for a trending chart. So let's come back to daily. So here also you can see it's not breaking below the 40-day average much. So it comes down to 40 and takes up. So here, if we are looking at signals, then you can see on 4th of October, that is at 626 closing price, it had actually crossed over to the bullish side on the RMI as well as Dow trend, as well as closed over both the averages. And since then, it is given a good upside even in today's session. So yeah, second one was IRFC. Let me look at weekly first. So weekly, similarly, it had given a bullish cross here and here, and it's been trending into that cycle. So if we look at daily, so it's actually the bands have contracted a lot if you see the Bollinger Bands, and in today's session it is giving a downtrend reversal while it is still way above the 40-day average. So I think this is a good setup. Uh, Only thing is it's still below the 20-day average, and RMI is not yet bullish, but both of that things can follow. And downtrend signal, if it stays till the close of the day, can be taken. Mihir is saying trend change for Bank Nifty. Yeah, as of now, we are seeing it in the Dow Trend scanner. As you can see, Nifty Bank down to up because it is crossing above this high. So if it closes there, the Dow Trend is telling us that the trend is changing to up. For the HDFC Bank, sir, I cannot tell you what to do, but we can look at the chart. So it had crossed over to the bullish side, the RMI on the daily chart on 6th October, and Dow trend had also reversed, but it is still below both the daily averages. So yeah, it is yet to confirm on other factors. In terms of hourly chart, a new cycle has started just few candles back. Jayant is asking, how do you filter when there are too many new buys or new sell signals? So you'll there is no shortcut to that. You'll have to look at each and every setup, whatever fits your criteria. So if you ask me, I do look at averages as well along with the RMA. So let's say I am getting this kind of a list on the new buy. Now this stock is still below 20-day average, right? So let's look at some other chart. Whereas this one is above both the daily averages. So this will give me more conviction, and if I am able to spot something else uh, on the chart that I'm looking at, that gives me more conviction. So let's say this particular chart I'm looking at, along with the RMI reversal, I'm able to see, let's say, a triangle pattern, which is a good continuation pattern as well. So let's say I am seeing this stock and I spot some pattern and that is breaking out. So that would add to uh, more conviction on that idea, and I would rate it better than a plain signal, right? Shobha, you want to see this RMI setup? Weekly has been all bullish since April. No real pullbacks on daily. It had crossed over on 6th of October to new buy side, and it's continuously trending on the 40-day average. So yeah, it is making higher highs and higher lows. So it is a trending chart. So Jayant, ITBs, I think Nifty IT itself is ITBs, so we can look at Nifty IT. So weekly has been in bullish mode since quite some time, and it's looking like rolling over, but not yet. And on daily, it's actually crossing over today, I think. Yeah. So it is crossing over to the bullish side. Dow trend also looking. to reverse, and very close to 20-day average also. So if it closes above this orange line, then all these sectors will turn bullish. Only thing I would like to highlight is that even though chart is looking really good, IT stocks can still get affected by the earnings that are due very soon. For that, you can go to calendar to look what all is due. So if I just filter Nifty, then as you can see, tomorrow TCS and day after tomorrow HCL, Infosys are coming out with earnings. So three major IT stocks have earnings due. So it's always a gamble around the earnings. Even if the setup is looking good, sometimes it can fail and sometimes it can play out. UPL and SBI. It's actually looking pretty good. This, if I try to draw something here, this was one leg, and then this was a pullback, and now you can see fresh cycle is turning towards the bullish side. So right now it has not crossed up, but it can if the price goes slightly more above, and at the same time it is crossing the 20-day as well as the 40-day averages, and downtrend also reversing. So looks good on the first look. SBI. To just highlight this, that this none of this is an investment advice. I'm just looking at charts based on the proprietary setup. So SBI also similar to previous chart. As you can see, this was one cycle of up move, then this was a pullback cycle, and it has held the 40-day average, and cycle is complete. But it is still some time away from giving a bullish crossover. But yeah, till it holds on to these levels, it can turn out to be good one. CPSC ETF, I'm not sure we would have. So I can look at the CPSC index that is for the ETF itself. So PS public sector stocks have been very strong, and as you can see here, it is not even breaking the 1 second. So it is not even breaking the 20-day average. As you can see, sometimes it takes about on 20, sometimes it takes about on the 40-day. So right now, it is crossing above the 20-day average, and this, if I just look at the candlestick pattern, then it may be a morning star pattern here forming. So yeah, so with that, I think it would be a good idea to even look at candlestick scanners today. Yeah, see, as I said, morning star is getting catched up, morning doji star to be exact, in the CPS index. So this is a very strong reversal pattern for actually bullish reversal pattern. So there is a morning star in Axis Bank as well. Yeah, very nice candlestick patterns also forming today. So are there any more questions or queries? Okay. Last chart for today. Last week it has given a weekly uh, bearish crossover, and downtrend is also looking to reverse. On the daily chart, also it is the RMI is looking bullish, but it is not able to hold above this 20-day average. So I think not an ideal time to be looking at this chart, probably. Or if it ends up holding these levels and goes back above this range, that is 6100, then it may still continue its trend. But due to the weekly signals that I'm seeing, it may consolidate a bit more. Okay, one more request has come in, so we are actually short on time today. But yeah, I'll look at that one as well. So it is also a trending chart, has consolidated for 3 to 5 weeks, came very close to 20-week average, and now giving a bullish candlestick. But this week is not over yet, so you can watch daily chart for clear signals. So on the daily, as I can see, is today it's having good momentum, but no confirmation from the RMI or the 20-day average. But yeah, it is crossing 40-day average, and downtrend is also hinting at uptrend. So yeah, you can look at this one, and for more confirmation, one can wait for the RMI also to cross over to the bullish side. With that, let's wrap today's stream. So I would request everyone to head over to web.strike.money and try to use all these tools for your own analysis, and let us know what you feel about it. Any new features you would like to see here. So do let us know. And very shortly, we'll be going live with futures and options as well. So that would give us a lot more data to play with, to find new setups to trade and invest. So stay tuned. I'll see you tomorrow in tomorrow's stream. Thank you.